why not check out our website at wrestlingfatherandson.weebly.com, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Hi everyone, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our Money in the Bank predictions. Yeah, like we say, Money in the Bank is this weekend. Not long to go now until that pay-per-view. It's been a long time since WrestleMania, I feel. And yeah, we're going to share what we think is going to actually happen at the pay-per-view, aren't we? So I think we've got. I'm going to guess that there is the match Tony Nese versus Daivari for the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm thinking that's going to be pre-show. Again, I'm not really too bothered. I think that probably Tony Nese is going to retain, and it's going to be a quick match, just sort of the introduction to Money in the Bank. I don't really know the running order at the minute, so we'll just sort of go through them in a sort of order that we think they might happen. I'm going to probably start with the lesser important matches out of the lot, the sort of non-title matches, then go into the title matches. I think that's how we'll do it, right? So we'll start off with, I think we'll talk about Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a steel cage match. I think we'll start with that one. Yeah, this rivalry has obviously been building up from Elimination Chamber, hasn't it? Because they were a tag team, and then Shane McMahon turned his back, obviously, on The Miz, and then they had that match at WrestleMania, didn't they? With Falls, was it a Falls Count Anywhere match, wasn't it? And then obviously Shane McMahon picked the victory at WrestleMania. They've now escalated their rivalry to the next level, which is now a steel cage match.
Shane McMahon turned his back on The Miz at Fastlane.
Was it Fastlane, was it? Not Elimination Chamber. No, I think they win the tag team titles on Elimination Chamber, and then at Fastlane he turned his back. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a better memory than what I have. Yeah, so steel cage match, Miz versus Shane McMahon. What do you think about this one? You're very excited this one, aren't you? You said you were looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be some really high spots in this one. So who do you think is going to win Shane McMahon and The Miz? Thinking that Shane McMahon... Yeah, quickly. All right. Yeah, thinking that Shane McMahon's got a victory over The Miz already. You think The Miz... I'm tending to lean towards what you're thinking. I think The Miz is going to win this match as well. But is it going to be... because obviously they do different rules for the cage matches. Sometimes it's pin and submission, sometimes it's escape the cage. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a pinfall, submission, or to escape the cage?
Escape the cage.
You think he's going to escape the cage, do you? I wonder if it's going to be a submission. I'm going to go submission. Do you think the B team are going to interfere in that match? Obviously we know that B team are with Shane McMahon at the minute. So yeah, do you think they're going to get involved? I think they're going to get involved somewhere along the line as well. Obviously the B team used to be the Miztourage, didn't they, with the Miz? There's a bit of history there. But yeah, so Kai and me think the Miz is going to win that match. Next match, Roman Reigns versus Elias. Obviously again, feeding into that Shane McMahon, because Shane McMahon has also been in a bit of a program with Roman Reigns and Elias, hasn't he? Who do you think is going to win out of Roman Reigns and Elias?
Roman Reigns.
You think Roman Reigns? I'm tending to lean towards Roman Reigns as well. Roman Reigns is sort of the star pupil as it is at the WWE in Vince's eyes, and I think they're probably going to give him the victory. Yeah. Do you think there's going to be a guitar involved there? Yeah, I think there might be a guitar involved as well. So yeah, so we think that Roman Reigns is going to win against Elias and Roman Reigns. Next, I think that's near enough everything. The smaller matches at the minute, I think, that haven't got no titles or really that much importance on them. So if we now go into all the other matches going forward do have an important stipulation involved or a title. So I think we'll start with Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Obviously they've been in a bit of a rivalry, haven't they, over the last couple of months. They're now bringing into that rivalry Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic. He's now in that, and I think they're teasing that maybe he might become a rival for Samoa Joe as well. Obviously for the United States Championship. Obviously Ray did beat Samoa Joe the other week, didn't he? So do you think he's going to beat him for that title, or do you think Samoa Joe is going to retain it?
Rey Mysterio.
You think Rey Mysterio is going to win, do you? Well, I was thinking that as well. I was leaning towards a Rey Mysterio win and him becoming the new champion. Samoa Joe's had it for a little while, so
he's had it a long time.
Well, in modern days, yes, in modern terms, he has had it for a little while. Normally, if you have it over a couple of months, that's kind of a little while in the WWE because they change the title so quickly. But yeah, so I think there might be a title change here. Or do you think that Dominic might turn his back on his own father? I was thinking that. Well, we'll have to see, won't we? But yeah, I think we're going to go. I'm going to go with you. I think Rey Mysterio is going to beat him, and he's going to win the title. So I think we're going to have a new United States champion going out of Money in the Bank. I think we'll go to the Money in the Bank matches. I think they're the next sort of important matches. So we'll start with the women's one. Obviously, in the women's Money in the Bank match, there is. Do you know? Can you remember? Who are they? Who's the competitors?
Natalia.
Yep.
Dana Brooke. Naomi. Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
Mandy Rose.
Yep, Mandy Rose, that's it. Carmella. Bailey.
Bailey.
And there's one more. From SmackDown, wasn't it? Ember Moon. Ember Moon is the other one. Obviously for the title shot, for the women's title, Raw or SmackDown. It could be either one. So I'm going to guess that if a woman wins that match, they will get a title shot at the Raw Women's Championship. I'm guessing if it's a SmackDown competitor, then it'll be a SmackDown's Championship. I'm guessing that's the same for the other one as well, for the men's as well. So who do you think is going to win in this match?
Natalia.
You think Natalia's going to get? Well, I'm going to be different. I'm going to say who I'd like to have it. I would like Bailey to win it, because I think Bailey should have had that title shot against Becky Lynch the other week and not Charlotte. But that's another video entirely. Yeah, I would like to see Bailey win it. Again, you've got some competitors. I don't think Dana Brooke's going to win it. Mandy Rose could possibly win it. Yeah, there's so many competitors in the women's Money in the Bank that could actually win it. You could have Ember Moon win it. You could have Bailey. I don't think Carmella's going to win it because she's had it before. But that's not to say that she ain't going to win it. You know, she does have a chance. But also Alexa Bliss is another one. She's had it before, isn't she? So yeah, I'm going to say Bailey. I'm going to say Bailey's going to win. You're going to say Natalia. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But obviously they've got that cash in to come as well. So it's going to be an interesting one, that one, to see who's going to win, I think. Next, the men's Money in the Bank. So do you want to go for the competitors for that one?
Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Ricochet. Drew McIntyre. Baron Corbin. Ali. Randy Orton. Andrade and Finn Balor.
That's right, yes. And again, who do you think is going to win this one? I think this one's going to have some really good spots.
Drew McIntyre.
You think Drew McIntyre, do you? Well, I think it's going to have some good spots, especially with Ali and Andrade. Obviously, they're like a lucha libre and fast cruiserweight style. I think there's going to be some really good hot spots in this. The trouble is with ladder matches, we have seen quite a few of them, haven't we, over the years? And it's kind of getting harder now to sort of put something new into the match, isn't it? So hopefully they can do it. You're thinking Drew McIntyre. I'm going to go different. I'm going to say Ali. I think Ali's going to win it. He was supposed to be the Kofi Kingston, and obviously got injured, and Kofi Kingston moved into his spot, and he probably was supposed to be the one who was supposed to main event at WrestleMania against Daniel Bryan, and he didn't. So Kofi Kingston won the title, so that possibly could have been Ali. So I'm going to go Ali. You're going to go Drew McIntyre. I think they're both very. I think the odds on them two are. I think the odds on them two are very likely. I think either way we could have the prediction right there. I think, but again we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Next we'll go into the top titles. Obviously the Intercontinental title hasn't been defended because Finn Balor is in that match for the Money in the Bank. So what would we go for? I think we'll go for women's, or well, I think they're going to split up Becky Lynch's title matches, so she's not going to have one after the other. So we'll do Becky Lynch versus Charlotte, I think, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So who do you think is going to win on that one, Charlotte or Becky Lynch? Who's going to win the title?
Becky Lynch.
You think Becky Lynch is going to retain? It's very hard to tell. Charlotte is very high up with WWE. They could put the belt back on her. I'm hoping they don't. I would like to think that Becky Lynch is going to retain. I'm probably going to say yes, that Becky Lynch is quite high at the minute, and she's quite hot at the minute. So yeah, I'm going to say that she's going to retain that match as well. So I think they're going to split the match. So I think Kofi Kingston versus Owens for the WWE title. Who do you think is going to win that one?
Kofi.
You think Kofi's going to retain it? Yeah. Obviously WrestleMania, he's only had it for what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks maybe. I can't see Kofi Kingston losing to Kevin Owens, but you never know. WWE do some things that are a bit like this, a bit unpredictable. It's becoming less likely now that they do things unpredictable, but you never know. I'm going to say Kofi Kingston as well. I think Kofi Kingston will retain. So next, I don't know if the main event's going to be Rollins versus AJ Styles, or it's going to be Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans or Charlotte. We don't know at the minute, but I think we'll go Rollins versus AJ Styles. So who do you think is going to win for that one, for the Universal title?
Seth Rollins.
You think Seth Rollins? I think Seth Rollins as well. There's a rumour going around that in the Saudi Arabia show that's going to be Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar for the title. You know, these things, they tell us these things and then it sort of spoils the outcome of the pay-per-views, but that is just the way they do it. So yeah, I'm going to go with Kai. I think that Seth Rollins is going to retain. I think I think that Seth Rollins match is going to be good with AJ Styles. It's one that the fans have been waiting for a little while, and I think they're going to deliver. It's going to be potentially a match of the night. So then, yeah, next, I don't think it's going to main event because of WrestleMania, but we'll go to it anyway. It's the last match that we've got written down. Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. So who do you think is going to win out, Becky Lynch and Lacey Evans?
Lacey Evans.
You think Lacey Evans is going to win? I think that at the minute that Becky Lynch is quite hot at the minute. I think they're going to keep the belts on her for a little while going forward, but we don't know what's going to happen with the belts. Will they? I think we'll get to the stage where they just don't want to have two women's matches for titles on each pay-per-view, so with Becky doing double duty as it were every pay-per-view, so we'll see what happens. But I think Becky Lynch is going to retain. I think we're going to have a Becky Lynch retain. So yeah, that's just a few of our thoughts on Money in the Bank, our predictions. So yeah, it's not that long away, so we'll have to see what happens going forward. So yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. We appreciate all that, don't we? And we'll see you in the next video, and also we'll be doing a reactions video as well to Money in the Bank, so you have to join us in that one. So I'll say goodbye, and say goodbye, Kai. Goodbye. Goodbye. Right, as we had it all ready and done, didn't we? The predictions. We done the Money in the Bank predictions, and then WWE decided to change one of the competitors in the Money in the Bank match. They decided to put Sami Zayn now in that match, replacing Braun Strowman. So we'll just quickly, obviously this is at the end of the video, we'll quickly just say, do you think that Sami Zayn is now going to change the outcome of that match? Do you think he's going to win it?
No.
No. Do you still think it's going to be Drew McIntyre?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm that way inclined as well. I think that he's not really... I don't think he's going to make any difference. But then again, them promos, he's been featured quite a bit on Raw, so we don't know. He is a potential now to win. But I'm still going to stick with my original prediction that I think Ali's going to win it. And you're sticking with your prediction that Drew McIntyre is going to win. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Yeah. So again, we'll say goodbye again. So I'll say goodbye and say goodbye. Right, Kai. We had the video cut, edited with the normal matches of Money in the Bank. But then we reshot a little bit because they changed Sami Zayn, didn't they, and put him in that Money in the Bank match. And they've now gone and done something else, so we're having to quickly do another cut here, having to do some audio voiceover to put this into the end of the video. So we'll quickly get into this one. They've now announced that it's going to be Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the Usos in the pre-show now of Money in the Bank. So if we do a quick prediction of what we think is going to happen there, who do you think is going to win out of the Usos and Daniel Bryan and Rowan?
Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
You think Daniel Bryan and Rowan? I tend to lean towards that as well. I don't think that they're going to lose to the Usos that quickly. It's a bit frustrating that they didn't really announce these all in one go, because like we say, we did get that video done, didn't we, Kai? And then they've sort of changed some matches and added some matches as we got the video done. But we've managed to get ahead of it, I suppose, and cut it all in together. So now we actually have a full predictions set up. So again, we will say, please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll say goodbye once more, and I'll say goodbye, and say goodbye, Kai.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.